Today we're going to talk about how Osirium deals with EPM differently. In any situation where you're looking at removing local admin rights, you might be worried about the effect that has on productivity for your end users. Osirium looks to balance this with removing the risk of your users having local admin rights at the same time as removing the burden on your help desk for having to assist users who do not have local admin rights. Osirium can do this through the use of policies that allow users to run particular applications and processes pre-approved as administrator on demand. Stuart works with the infrastructure team here at Osirium and helps manage our own deployment of EPM. He's going to tell us a little bit about what it's like to manage EPM.
Thanks, Cameron. One of the great advantages of EPM is the learning mode, which you can enable, and it will gather all the information on all of the applications that your users will be using admin rights for. And you can then create corresponding policies to allow those applications to run with elevated rights. Another useful tool is the approved folders, where you could put all of your approved applications in a single folder on the network, and users can go and install these things themselves, and you don't have to worry about controlling individual machines and individual users. So one place, done very quickly.
That's one of the ways Osirium's EPM makes policies really easy to manage. While some providers might ask for a full hash or certificate of an application, which makes it very difficult to get hold of and manage a full list of policies, Osirium's EPM can work with these approved folders and very simple to make policies for individual applications.
Yeah, and that will certainly speed up your deployment times, rather than having to go and gather hashes for each individual application you want to use. You're talking a long time to get that done, whereas EPM, you can be up and running in a day. So what we've got here is the results of having learning mode on, and I can see what applications the users are using. So I can now create a policy for an application to allow that user to run it elevated. If I now pretend to be a user, I can right-click and run as an administrator using EPM. It will then check EPM policies and see if I'm actually allowed to run this. And hopefully it will come back and say, we're all good. And it has done. So we've got a nice prompt there. We can click next. Okay, it will now want to confirm who I am. Now, I'm running Windows Hello for Business using the IR camera. So it's picked up my face and confirmed who I am. So I can now click OK and continue with the installation. This will also work if you're using a fingerprint reader or you've had a PIN code or passwords, if you're that old school.
Osirium EPM provides a full audit trail of all of these admin actions being carried out by end users. Let's take a quick look at that audit trail in EPM's management interface.
Absolutely. So we've got the elevation log here and showing that action I just carried out being allowed. And also, if we look previously, we've got actions that have been denied in the past. We've also got a full activity report of everything that's been going on the EPM server, from policy requests, learning modes being enabled, disabled, etc. And if you want a quick snapshot of everything that's going on your EPM server at this point in time, you've got a nice dashboard at the front here showing how many elevations have been carried out, how many policies you've got, what you've got with self-approval groups, total clients. It's quite a lot in a very small space.
As well as being really easy to manage for your help desk and infrastructure teams, EPM is also really easy to manage from a business perspective. EPM's licensing is purely based on the number of users you'd like to license for EPM, rather than everyone within your AD or Azure AD.
So now you've had a quick run through everything that EPM's got to offer. Well, I say everything. There's things like temporary admins and self-approval groups that we've not really covered, which do great things. And you've seen how easy it is for your end users, especially using Windows Hello, to get on with their daily life without having to enter half-time passwords. If you want to know more, get in touch.
Was that an on-prem setup?
No, actually, this is the Azure AD connectivity. Works equally well on on-prem AD or hybrid, where we've got some of our marketing sales users.